To week number 2 in the Campus Leadership Challenge, all about careers. My name's Josh Farr. I'm the founder of Campus Consultancy, and I'm really just would like to take a quick moment to thank you all for being here. You'll see on the screen, this is not a typo. You are seeing my screen instead of my face, because today I'm with you to, after I welcome you right now, show you exactly how to use the guide that Steph's put together. So one of the things that I'm most passionate about and I've seen work most effectively in my life, and from more than 250 books I've read on leadership, psychology, business, entrepreneurship, goal setting is fundamental. You need to know what you want. I believe it is my responsibility to know what I want in life. It's not someone else's job to figure that out for me. So to do that, I'm using processes that I've learned from some of the best in the world. And in this PDF, we're distilling down one of those processes around SMART goal setting for you to use this week. Now, keep an eye out for there'll be 5 challenges in the experiment week for you to try new things. But this part is really about figuring out what you want. So I'm going to step you through it here. To start with, on the first page, and I'm in PDF, I'm just editing. If you click fill and sign for me, now I'm going to have to expand this to click on that again. I've just shrunk it down for the video. But for me, it's in these 3 little dots. I hit sign, and when I hit sign, it comes up with, let's get this right again. Beautiful. It comes up with this little text bubble. Now, when I do, you can go through your PDF and fill this in. So in the first page, it's just about reflection. So what are some things you've achieved over the last year? So you might say, in the last year, I've done my first internship with Google, or you might say, you know what, I just passed all my subjects at university, whatever it happens to be. We just want you to go through and think about some big wins, some little wins. Maybe you moved away, maybe you got set up in a new residence, whatever it is for you. And the second part, it's what are you enjoying most? What have you enjoyed most about your field of study? Now, when you look at your field of study, this could be anything. You might say, you know what, I loved my physics subject. Or you might say, I really liked my summer placement. Or you might say, I really connected with my year advisor who helped me pick subjects. Whatever it is, but a big part of this reflection is not only looking at what's good, but practicing gratitude and focusing on what we can appreciate about what we have. It's a key part of goal setting, often overlooked. And the third question, and the fourth, is we want to get into some of the challenges. So one of the challenges might be, might say, I don't know if I love my degree, or if it's the right degree for me. It might be that you feel lonely in your degree. It's totally up to you. But what we want to create here is a space for you, and I'm obviously doing this quite quickly, just to take a few minutes and really think about it and see if you can fill in 3, 4, 5 challenges that you're having. We always say you can't solve a problem you're not willing to have. So at this point, let's figure out what those challenges are and look at them and address them honestly. In question 4, we're looking at what have been your learnings from these challenges. So if you say, I don't know if I love my degree, if it's the right degree for me, well, maybe the learning from that could be, is there space to do a breadth subject? And you say, oh yeah, actually, in second year, I get 2 electives, and I'll pick new subjects. Which is interesting. When I was at university, I didn't love my degree in that state. And in my second year, I got some extra subjects. And one of the things I did was microeconomics. And microeconomics got me onto a bunch of readings around behavioral economics and behavioral psychology, how we make decisions. And I was so much more fascinated with the human mind than my engineering degree that opened up a whole new career pathway for me. So as you list these challenges, and be really honest, I really want you to think, if there was a lesson in them, if you could choose to believe that this challenge is teaching me something, it's my job to figure out what the lesson is, what would that lesson be? And make some reflections. Now, as we get into the step 2 around dreaming, this is looking forward. So what I'd love to ask you here is, if it was 5 years in the future, and you had the perfect day, from the moment you woke up in the morning, at whatever time that is, what would you do with that day? And your perfect day might say, you know what, I'm waking up at 8 a.m. and I'm going for a walk for 1 hour. It's like, okay, if you're going for a walk, where are you going for a walk? Are you going for a walk in the beach? Are you in a city park? Are you living in Australia? Are you living over in New York? Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? And then what time do you go to work? What do you do for work? What is it that would really excite you? And for this, I don't want you to worry about how you get there. The tyranny of how will stop us starting, and starting is success. So for us, where do you want to be? If you could paint that picture on the wall, if you could describe it, what would you describe? And don't worry yet about how you'll get there. So describe that day in as much detail as you can. 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., midnight. What do you do on the weekends? What do you do for holidays? What excites you? Fill it in some detail. And then question 2, why are these things important to you? So say just for this first point, so for me, taking a walk on the beach, why is this important to me? Beach equals important because I love the ocean. I find it relaxing. I like an outdoors lifestyle. I like being active. More so living on the beach. I have family that lives on the beach, near the beach, one particular beach that I'm thinking of in my mind. And so list as many things as possible. Like, is there a personal or emotional connection there? Because at the end of the day, emotion drives behavior. So in as much detail as you can, really think, why are these things important to you? If you have enough reasons, you can get through any resistance. So try to come up with the reasons now and really emphasize that dream. And then on the 4th page, we want you to look at that long-term SMART goal. So long-term, and especially looking at SMART goals, starts with being specific. So I don't want to say I just want to live on any beach. Well, what beach do I want to live on? Or what job do you want to work? And if this is your career, what's that dream job or that dream role or dream company? If you could click your fingers and you had to write down a company equals blank, who is it that you'd like to see a job offer for just pop up in your inbox? It could be a non-profit or government or a startup, but what would that look like? If you want to start your own business, write down, I want to start my own business, but in what industry? And then how would you measure success? If it's a startup, is it you have 10 employees, say, and that's where you want to be 5 years from now? Or it could be that you want to be earning a certain salary, or it could be that you want to work with certain clients who have certain responsibilities. Actionable. If you were to take a couple of steps to kickstart this, what would they be? So if it's start your own company, you might Google how to start a company. And that could be the first couple of steps that you could take. Now, when it's realistic with this, has anyone ever achieved it before? And if they have, who says you can't do it? We've got a guest event with Tesla this week, and I always use Elon Musk as an example. Elon Musk wanted to make electric cars. That's impossible. He wanted to make electric cars cool after Toyota made the hybrid. Toyota Prius even, I should say. Also impossible. He wanted to make a rocket after several of them blew up and make himself chief engineer. Also impossible. Then he put his impossible car on his impossible rocket and shot it into space. Also impossible. So if I was to sit Elon down and go, you should be more realistic, my friend, I think he probably would stop watching the video. So for you, when it's realistic, I just want to think, has anyone ever done it before? Now, if you're trying to cure cancer by this weekend, kind of tough. But if someone's cured a disease before, who's to say you can't be the one who's working towards that solution too? So realistic, I just think is a tick box. If I could be so bold, just put a little tick there. If anyone's ever done it before, just tick that one off. Yes, I think this is realistic. And the time frame, when do you want to achieve it by? So here we've sort of said long-term might be, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it happens to be. So you might say, I want a company with 10 employees by the 5th of March, picking a random date, 2025. Put a time limit on it. And in the short term, exactly the same, but shorter. You might say, you know what, in the short term, before I start my own company, I want to have an internship at a startup. And say you want to be really specific, I want to work for Canva because I'm a graphic designer. Is that measurable? Yes, I'll know if I've got it or not. And I can apply for 3 startup jobs per week. There you go, it's measurable. Is it actionable? Yes, see above. I'm going to do the thing that would help me measure it. I'm going to fix my resume up, write 3 cover letters per week, and send them off. Now, there's a few typos in here, but don't worry about it. This is your goal setting sheet. Is that realistic? Do I think I could get an internship? Has anyone got one before? Yes. Who says I can't be the one who gets one as well? And time bound, I want this internship. I'm recording this on the 10th of August. So you know what? I'm going to give myself September, October, November. I'm even going to give myself December, 4 months. And by the 10th of December, say if I was in your situation, this is what you were looking for. 10th of December, 2020, I want to lock in my internship. It's 120 days to do it. So as you got your long term and then your short term, you might have a few short terms. The final page are the action steps and the priorities. So in these action steps, we want you to list 10 actions you could take and then rank them. Now, I won't do all of them today, but one might be fix up my LinkedIn page. The second one might be, actually, to fix up my LinkedIn page, I need a professional headshot. You might say, then I'm going to find out who works for Canva. Do I know anyone there? Then you know what, I'm actually going to message Josh and ask if he knows anyone. and then I'm going to apply online, etc. Right? And now if you look over at your priorities, well, what should I do first? Well, you know what? Maybe I should get that headshot done. Let's do that. And then I'm going to do LinkedIn. And then once I'm looking profesh, well, you know what? And then I'm going to message Josh about it and ask for some help. And then I'm going to find out who works at Canva, and see PDFs is popping this up. And then number 5, I'm going to apply online. And then that gives you not just a big brainstorm, but also the priorities say what order are you going to do it in. And for bonus marks, you might put a little date next to it. I'm going to do this one today. I'm going to do this one on Tuesday. I'm going to do this one, as I'm recording this on a Monday, on Wednesday. I'm going to do this one on Thursday. And you know what? I might be able to apply online by the end of the week. Wow. And what if they turn around and say, yes, I've just shaved my 4-month goal down to a week? So with this quick little process in this video, we want to show you exactly how to use this awesome PDF that Steph's whipped up. We teach a goal setting workshop that goes for 2 hours, so you're getting a compressed, condensed version here. And if you can go through these steps, please fill it in. And if you do fill it in, save it as a PDF. So I would like to go up, hit File, Save As. I might save that down to my desktop, save that as a PDF. And if I save it there, you might even just put it as complete. And you save it down as a desktop there, upload it into the group or screenshot it, and let us know that you're done. We'd love to see what your goals are for this week. Look out for those challenges. And once again, we're just excited you're here. If we can do anything to help you with your careers, I've been so grateful to have so many people help me along the way, starting my business and navigating career changes. So we're here to help you. We're thrilled that you're here. Keep going. Fill in the PDF that we've got you here. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. Have an awesome week, and we'll see you with Tesla on Wednesday. Steph, is Tesla on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Tesla's on Wednesday, and on Thursday, we're going to see you at the networking event. Hope to see you there. Have a great week, and we'll speak with you soon.